and welcome to this outstanding early years setting. My name is Sue Blackman and today we're here to view how ICT enhances children's learning and development across the foundation curriculum.
This film will also be covering an understanding of legislation, regulations and guidance of ICT.
To enable us to create this film, permission has been granted from the relevant parents, allowing us to film early years children within this setting, accessing both hardware and software ICT materials, meeting a range of learning and developmental needs.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. My name's Sue Blackman and I'm an early years practitioner within this setting. And you are?
Mr and Mrs Winklepicker, nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
What brings you to the setting today? How can we help you?
Well, we've got a 3-year-old little boy who doesn't communicate very well with his peers. Took him to mother and toddler groups and he's usually stayed by my side and doesn't go and mix. And
Yes, that's right. We have a huge range of ICT equipment within our setting.
Well, that sounds good because I just thought ICT was computers, and I have read several reports, including Healy, which mentions computers can be bad for children's health.
Oh, well, yes, there is that, but within our new early years foundation stage 2012, understanding of the world, ICT plays a main part in development aims within our practice. We have a traffic light system that regulates the time children spend on the computers.
That's made me feel better, thank you.
Yeah, so it's always monitored.
Good.
Okay.
Are you okay with that?
yes, that's fine, yes.
Thank you, dear.
Together to facilitate a child's learning, not just through ICT, but all areas of development, it will move their learning journey forward.
Actually, yes, we have obtained research from Vygotsky and Rogoff suggesting that the continuity of experiences within the home environment to the school environment provides smooth transitions, and actually that has a positive effect on their social and emotional well-being. Will your phone stop ringing?
This is actually being concurred by Siraj Blatchford in their EPEY project as well.
Interesting.
Okay.
Thank you. Well, we actually haven't got a computer at home, you know, so we don't know much about ICT or how to use it. So.
Oh right. Well, did you know about the new initiative, the Home Access Project? And as a school, we have taken it on board, the research by Straker, and provide workshops for parents on the use of all ICT equipment and the guidelines for e-safety.
That's brilliant.
Does the Home Start, what was it, Home Access Project, is that the government initiative? Is it a government?
Yes, it is. Yes. So it'd be perfect for parents like yourselves, okay, that aren't quite sure, and the parent lessons are doing very well.
Are they free?
Yes, they are free.
Excellent.
Okay. We have found this most beneficial for bilingual families as well. We allow them to borrow specialised software as a different form of learning, as each child, or should I say the unique child, learns in various ways. For example, this has been proven by Brucker and Blatchford and goes way back to Gardner's intelligent theories.
Actually, yes, I do. We have researched a bit on Blatchford, haven't we?
Yeah.
And she does suggest that there is some specialist software that can help promote communication with parent and teacher intervention. So yes, I could quite agree with you there.
Oh, it's lovely to know that you've done your theories, Mr and Mrs Winklepicker. Well done.
Well, we do want to do the best for our
It's good to look
child.
at theories and do your research properly.
Thank you.
Because he is from Nepal, so.
Well, there we go. Thank you. There are lots of software available promoting all areas of development within the EYFS 2012, but not all software is applicable to the early years. That's why, as a school, we have our ICT policies and legislations in place.
So what would you use to support my child through ICT and help him to mix with other children and bring his language on?
Well, Mr Winklepicker, we would provide experiences and opportunities to promote cognitive development, to be able to share, promote language and communications, problem solving, use of role play. These areas of development are supported by many theories, including Light, Butterworth, Vygotsky and Blatchford.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Are you happy with that, Mr and Mrs Winklepicker?
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Do you go on any training?
Yes, we do. Lots and lots and lots. Mrs Winklepicker. We are constantly attending the relevant training so we have the most up-to-date knowledge to transfer to the setting.
Oh, fantastic.
In fact, I have would be very, very good for us to go and meet the ICT coordinator, and she can show us some of the IT equipment and ask any questions that you may have.
Fantastic, that'd be
Brilliant.
lovely. Thank you very
Lovely.
much.
Shall we go see it now?
Yes, let's go.
Okay, come on, let's go and have a look at this stuff. The first thing that our little lovelies in nursery like to do is to play on our laptops or our netbooks.
Wow.
And they connect them to the internet with the help of a teacher.
Yes.
And this only needs to be done about 3 or 4 times. After that, we can just give them one and away they go. They'll connect to the
Fantastic.
internet, and we subscribe to a company called Education City, and the children get a city pass with their own name and login, and they can access this. And we've set them some homework, and this helps with the letters and sounds that we cover in our school.
Wow, yes.
So whatever the teachers do in the classroom with the children, and the children are learning in the classroom, this supports that through their Education City. We've got lots of things on here that will support every single subject that we do. Often a really fun thing to do. To our woodland, wow, what fun we have up there with these lovely Buzzy Bee cameras. Very simple to use. Again, it can be any subject. It could be a recent lesson where the teacher gave the children their own mobile phone.
Wow.
And the teacher kept one, and she rang the other children and said, could you please take a photograph of a brown leaf? Could you take a photograph of some green grass? And the children, whilst they were up there, had a simple camera.
Oh,
Very
that
simple.
looks fantastic.
Very, very simple. All they do is point it and click the button, and we have some
Brilliant.
fantastic photographs back of lots of different colours within our woodland. And also, this is an ideal opportunity to talk about the speaking and listening that we do in our school. Excellent for speaking and listening to each other, listening to
Brilliant.
questions, listening to the teachers.
So this, for instance then, Mrs Woodward, this is like hardware, isn't it? And if they take a photograph, it would be like their software, would it be?
That's
Plugging
right,
into-
yes.
So they would plug it into there and it would come up on
Yes,
there?
the photograph will come up, and you can either choose to just leave it to the photograph or print it off, or using the software Too Simple, they could go and draw on the photograph.
Oh, wow,
So if they've
that's
taken a
excellent.
lovely photograph of the woodland, and I know you do it at Christmas, you take a photograph of each other outside,
Yes.
and then you go and pop a snowman on, don't you?
Yes, that's right.
And then you
we
print
do.
it off, and it's
Yes,
wonderful.
That's
Fantastic for children to use.
So it's a good piece of information about the hardware and software.
And it's something that they will all use at home.
Well, that's just wonderful. Although, can you tell me, how do we cater for equal opportunities, special needs, children that need that little bit more help?
Yes, of course I can, Mrs. Blackman. Lots of things to help us. Just the simple things that we were looking at are colour-coded, so that's the first thing. Let's go on to the keyboard. We use the keyboard in nursery all the way through to Year 2 when they leave. And this is a wonderful keyboard, colour-coded. We've got the vowels in purple, lovely big keys, very helpful. Not just for children with bad sight. Maybe it's children that find motor skills difficult.
Yes.
And they keep missing the keys on the normal size keyboard. Very useful. We've used that for many years in our
That's
setting.
fantastic.
And another one which is fine for children that have maybe not quite got the idea of double clicking and using this right and left.
And it's nice and
mouse.
big, isn't it?
It's
as well?
lovely, yeah, it's got a nice simple rollable and very clear clicks.
Fantastic.
Lovely for children that are finding it just a little bit tricky. They won't need this for long. They might only need it for a few months, and then they want to go onto the mouse. They can see the other children, which encourages them, but this is lovely to use. Not only for children that have got a problem with perhaps fine motor skills, but maybe just generally they prefer something a little bit larger because their hands are only little, so it's quite useful. We've got plenty of those in schools. Something else that we've got in school which is
called We're Going on a Bear Hunt. On a bear hunt. Swishy, swashy, off they went. Are you ready to join in? We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. A river! Splash, 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 splash. Come back a little bit so you're not too close. Twirl, twirl. Get ready to go through the door. Open the door.
Open the door.
Open the door.
Up the stairs.
Up the steps, quick. Okay, are you ready to go on the bear hunt?
Yeah!
Where are we going? We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. Switch on your torches and your cameras. Are you ready? Have you got them on? Yes? Are you ready? Off we go. Where is he? Come on. Well, you'd better take a picture of him and shine your torches at him.
I found one. Take the picture of it.
Take a picture of him. Come over here and take a picture of him. Okay. Grown-up has to do that, really. Until you're all, if a grown-up's with you, then you can do it. Okay, but don't plug it in unless a grown-up's there. There he is! Can you remember him?
Yeah.
You found him. These are the photos that you took. How clever is that? There he is again. And you know what?
Those are two big pictures.
They are big pictures. You know what we can do as well? We can print off these pictures and we can put them in our classroom, can't we? Shall we see if we can do that then? Okay. So we need to stop. Then the ones I've done there, so we need to where are we? Print. We need to print them, don't we? There, look. Who's that? Turn round and look at Mrs. Ward and say, these are our bears. Yay! Having fun with ICT. It's great, isn't it, children?
Yeah.
Yeah!
Wow, that was a lot of ICT equipment that was available at your setting, and I can't believe how well your children interact with each other. Sharing ideas and the communication between yourself and the children is outstanding. I'm sure this environment and experiences are going to help to promote our little boy's development. What do you think, dear?
Yes, I think the tough cams especially will help him improve his speech and language development.
Yeah, I thought they were great.
Practical knowledge and the research from the likes of Dewar, Siraj Blatchford, who gave us the effective pedagogy within the early years, EPEY. Brooker, who themselves have been influenced by the likes of Vygotsky and Gardner on providing opportunities and experience for the holistic child by promoting positive attitudes to ICT through being able to learn creatively. Mr. and Mrs. Winkle-Picker.
This cannot happen unless parents and practitioners work together. As like us, we wouldn't have known about the Home Access Project and the research that is provided by the developmentally appropriate technology in early childhood. The was it Daytech report, was it?
Yeah,
I think so,
yeah.
yeah.
I think it was, yeah.
That will give us the opportunity to provide links for ICT that your setting does, and we can follow that up at home. We know that our child's health and safety will not be compromised if we regulate the time spent on it, not like the Healy report suggested and got us a bit wound up, didn't
I
it?
was very worried, I must admit. Well, I'm not now.
We can work together also by providing the workshops necessary to help both you and your child. These will provide you with the relevant information to help and promote your child's learning, which is supported by Straker.
The information provided within this video promotes the enhancement of the holistic child's development through ICT, which is supported in the Developmental Matters and the EYFS 2012.
That's a wrap.
Bye!
See you for the sequel next year.
That'll do. Oh,
Come on, let's get this.
We're going on a bear hunt. We're gonna catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared.
Uh-oh. Grass. Long, wavy grass.
We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no! We've got to go through it.
Swishy, swashy, swishy, swashy, swishy, swashy.
We're going on a bear hunt. We're gonna catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared.
Uh-oh. A river. A deep, cold river.
We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh, no. We've got to go through it.
Splash, splosh, splash, splosh, splash, splosh.